Hi everyone. Today we discuss how to write first Java program. For that, in previous class we discussed importing classes. After that, we need to write program. Suppose we want to write a program, we need at least one Java class. Why? Because Java is a purely object oriented programming. We know class or object contains variables or methods. First we write only one method in class. How to write a method in Java class? I will write the method main method. Look at board. How to write main method? First we will know the syntax of how to write a class. We use the keyword class name. Any name you want to give class name. Class is the keyword for creating the class. Here you need to mention class name, open parenthesis. You need to write some statements. Statements may be variables or methods. Close the parenthesis. This is the syntax for creating class in Java. See here, class is the keyword. Class name maybe you can take first or anything, A or B or anything. Whatever you name you want to give it. Open parenthesis. After that, here statements means variables and methods. Class and object contains variables and methods. So, in case of statements, you need to write variables and methods. Close the parenthesis. This is the syntax for class. In Java program, we write one method mandatory, that is main method. Why we must write Java main method? Without write main method, JVM cannot execute our Java program. For that reason, we know the first syntax of main method. How to write main method? For that syntax. Syntax of main method. Here you remember public is also keyword, public static, void, main, string, args of array. This is the string array. We need to write some statements. This is the syntax for main method. But methods do two functions commonly. We want to write method, it performs two functions. It means what methods can do? It can accept some data from the client. After that, it returns the result. That is the method commonly do two functions. For example, SQRT. SQRT is the mathematical function for find out the square root value. Suppose this is the function, we need to give some integer value. Find out the square root of this integer value. For example, SQRT of I given number 16. This is the function. The square root of 16 means we can write 4 square. Finally 4 square of the value square root for 16 result is 4. It means return the value. It accepts the value, some value x and return some value. The syntax for square root of integer variable x, int x, it returns the value 4. So, the functionality for method, it can accept some data from client and returns result to the back to the client. This is the syntax for method. Generally, how the function works based on these two conditions. In similar way, our main method also accepts data from the client. It means it can take the input as a string type array. It wants to return some value, but main method doesn't return any value. So that's why we return the return type void. What it takes input? Main of string type array. It means this takes the input of string array. This can be, you can name it any args or x or y, anything. But it doesn't return any value. It means we can keep it void of void. Void means it doesn't return any value. So that's why we can keep it the return type of the method void. It's not returning any value to back to the this method calling. So that's why we can write void. Why we need to write static? But coming to Java, how to call methods? How to call method means, because we have a class, we need to call main method. First of all, we need to create object to the class. After that, we can call main method object name dot main. How to call method? To call method, we need to first step 1, we need to create object to the class. Create a object to the class. In step 2, we can create class, object to the class. We can call object name dot method name. How to call method? Method name. This is the general way of calling methods in Java. For example, I take the class name first. F equal to, this is the reference variable, new first. I would like to call method means f dot main. This general procedure for calling methods. But here we mention static. We don't want to call the method with the reference of object. Whenever we load the class itself only, JVM calls this main method. So that's why we mention before the method static. We no need to create object for this class while calling the main method. Before creating object itself only, the method main is calling with the help of class name. No need to create object for calling the main method. Here you can call, how to call main method? First dot main. So that's why we mention before the method static. Static methods with the help of class name we can create. Why we should mention public before the method name of why main method? Without mentioning public before the main method, JVM cannot recognize the method, is it available or not. So we need to keep it access specifier as public, then it is available to the JVM. Who execute our Java programs? JVM. Who compiler? Who compiles our Java program? Java compiler. So that's why we need to recognize our main method. You need to mention access specifier before the method public. This is the syntax of our main method in Java program. Okay, till now we are clear. We know the syntax, class syntax and method syntax. In our first program, how to write? I am writing program. Program 1, class is keyword. My program name is, I am mentioning first opening parenthesis. What class contains variables and methods. But in this program, I would like to write only method. That is only public main method. Public, static, void main, string is the class, args of array, this is the method. But before writing class, this class I used or not in our Java program. So that's why I need to import this class from this class to our program. I need to write for that import java.lang.string. I need the class string class. Why it takes the method input as string array to the our main method. In our first program, I would like to display welcome to Java message. For that, where I need to display the message? I need a output device or not? We have one output device. We can consider monitor. Monitor is output device to display the messages or results. So we have the print stream class to print the message on monitor. That is print welcome to Java. How to call method in Java? Where this print method is available? Print stream class. Print stream is a class available in our Java library. So that's why print stream class of method, we can create object to this class obj. But as of now, you remember, we can't directly create object to this print stream class with the help of system.out is a static field available to create the output object. This indicates print stream class gives this static field of print stream class gives the print stream class object. It means it display the message on monitor. Close the method. This is the main method. Close. One more parenthesis for closing class. This class is available in java.lang package. For that reason, I need to import this class also. So that's why we need one more import statement. java.lang.system. Observe here. We need in this class two import statements. Why? Because we used the class string class at the same time system class. For that, java.lang.string class import java.lang.system. It means while importing this statement, this act as a java.lang act as a reference to the JVM. It can check for the string and system class available in our library or not. So JVM checks for these classes available or not. We import two classes. After that we write class. First we can import classes to our Java program. Once we write the program also, Control plus Shift O automatically import the whatever classes required for our Java program. We use till now we write the program. Once we write the program, we need to compile the Java program. For that, first of all, we need to save this program in Notepad. With the name first.java. I need to save this program in Notepad with the name as save as first.java. Once I write complete, once I need to compile. For that, where this file available in maybe C drive. You can imagine C drive. This file is available. Go to C drive. Java C first.java. Then any compilation issues will be maybe unavailable in our program. It throws compile time errors. It shows the errors, any syntax errors or anything. After that, once compilation successful, we would like to execute the program Java first. Then we will get the message welcome to Java on monitor. This is the output of our program. This is our first program to write in Java. Next session, class contains variables and methods. In this class only we discuss method. Next program we can cover variables and methods. Thank you everyone. If you have any doubts, you can mention in comment section. I will explain. I will clear your doubts. If you like my content, like, share and subscribe. Bhargavi Royal. Thank you everyone.